Chapter 3 does solving equations. So when you're done, you should end up with an answer like x equals 2, something like that. When I get a really long one, like number 19, I like to follow these 4 steps kind of as a checklist. The first thing I'm going to do is distribute. So that means I'm going to take my negative 2 and distribute it. And over here, I'll take this 3 and distribute it. So I'll have 4, and then negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. And then over here, 3 times 2 is 6. And then 3 times negative x is negative 3x. Okay. So then my next step will be step 2 here. Add up my like terms. When you're adding up like terms, you can only do it on this side of the equal sign and on this side of the equal sign. So here I've got a 4 and a negative 2 that can go together. So that'll be 2. So I have 2 minus 6x, or negative 6x plus 2, either way. And then, oops, I forgot my plus here. And then here I'll have negative 3x, and then I've got a plus 6 and a plus 5 that are like terms, so those can be combined together to have an 11. So now you see I've got 2 terms on both sides, a constant term and a variable term. So then my next step is step 3. I've got to get those x's off of both sides. So you want to algebraically move it over by either adding 6x to both sides in our case, or you could have added 3x to both sides. That would have moved that 3x over here. So now negative 6x plus 6x, that's 0, that's gone. So all I have left on this side is a 2. 2 equals 3x plus 11. So now my last step is to undo what's been done to x. So I'm going to go to the side with the x on it and undo what's been done to that x. So to undo adding 11, I'll subtract 11 from both sides. So I get negative 9 equals 3x. And then right here, this x has been multiplied by 3. So to undo multiplying by 3, I divide by 3. And I do that little line to show that I have divided. Negative divided by a positive is a negative 3 equals x. Negative 3 equals x, or x equals negative 3. Number 20, I want to start on the side with the x, and I want to undo timesing by 3. So that means I'll divide both sides by 3. So that's x equals, I'm dividing negative 11. Again, start on the side with the x. I want to undo minusing 12, so I add 12. How do I know if I'm adding or dividing? Well, I'm undoing subtracting 12. That's how I know to add 12. So negative 12 plus 12 is 0, so I have x equals 30.